Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European indices for Thursday, February 10, and starting with the DAX here. So we've been looking at it as a triangle, as an A and a B and a C and a D and an E wave here for wave 4. We've got 3 waves up here so far. Could this be a larger triangle pattern happening with wave D over here for this? So a larger A, B, C wave here, and then coming down for an E wave over here. Yep, that's possible. So we need to be careful. We've got long trades in here, so we need to cover those on the DAX. So yeah, they're the 2 possibilities at this time. But the reason I don't particularly like this one here is because it would put the DAX too far behind the S&P 500, because when we're looking at the S&P 500 and we're basing this count off tech stocks, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 here and going up for 5, we still got a wave 4 and wave 5 to play out here for this. So I don't know if the DAX is going to be able to finish off its move on this, but let's just go in and start pulling it apart and having a bit of a look. So in a bit of a nutshell, wave 4 here with wave 1 up here and then back for wave 2 and then going up for wave 3. And that would put them, even though we look at this in a triangle, it would put them in the same trend, so to speak. So I kind of like that. Let's go in and have a closer look at this on the 1 hour chart, or do I have a different count on this one? No, that's okay. So yeah, it would look a little bit like this here. So we need a wave 4 and a wave 5, but that will put it behind the S&P. The S&P doesn't really have that much to go really before it tops out. So it's possible that this could top out on the 3rd wave here, and we would need to look at it as a triangle pattern. So yeah, look, we just need to be a little bit careful about that. Let's just go into the tick chart and have a closer look still at the particular structure that we're looking at. We'll bring in some more data here for this. So these long trades that we have here, I've got one here and one here that we've talked about. And yeah, it is possible to have an A wave here and a B wave here and a C wave up there. I'm not denying that. So, but the problem with that, it's just going to throw it way out of whack with the rest of the market. So for this to catch up to the rest of the markets, like the US markets, we need to see this wave 4 and wave 5 to come into play here. And then we'll be on the same page at that point. So we would be looking at this needs to be a wave 4 over here, and then we need a wave 5 to be in this point here, and it'll be rather small, I would imagine, if it's going to finish in line with the S&P. So wave 1 up there and then coming back for wave 2. It's either that or we end up with a larger triangle pattern for this market. Anyway, with these long trades here, what I thought is we'll just put this trend line in here, and when this trend line is breached, then we'll exit those trades. So as long as it keeps moving up, well, we'll just go with the trend at that point. So that way we can cover those trades on that side. For the Eurostock 50, the same story applies as well. We've got a triangle pattern. Wave D is a little bit small here, and wave E is even smaller, so, but you'd expect that. It just diminishes in size as it goes on, but we could certainly put this over here for this, and then this over here for this as well. But like I said, it would throw the DAX way behind the S&P 500 in that regard. So I'm kind of inclined to go with it here, but I can't confirm that. We would still need to see 5 waves up here for this to complete as well. So I think I might have some alternative counts in here. So it can play out like this, an A and a B and a C and a D and an E wave. But like I said, it just puts it too far behind. But you never know. We need to keep an eye on it. We need to see if we get 5 waves up here or 3 waves up here for that. So this is what we're sort of looking at this stage. So we're looking for this nice strong 3rd wave here. You know, it's more like a 3rd wave than a wave C, you know, but still. So a wave 4 and then a wave 5 to come up here. And I don't think it's going to be very long, and then we're going to see this like this fold. So So with all of these markets, we're just really focused on this wave 2 here. We might be able to get a short out of somewhere out of this, but it's not our main game. Our main game is the end game is picking up this wave 2 here and building a case for heading higher at that point. So that's what we're doing with the rest of the markets around the globe. So we'll see if this falls into play in line with those other markets. No need to go to the tick chart. There may be a little bit more top up here to go as well, but as far as the classic trading level pattern goes, the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, and then the ABC pattern to come back here. So this is what we'll be seeing at the 4,200 here. So the arrival, the reaction, we're coming in here now, the first high above the level. So probably a bit more to go in there for the maybe in the off hour on the futures market, and then this will fold down into here and then up from that point. So the FTSE, that's the euro there, so we're going to look at that in a moment. Just bear with me here. So the FTSE here, as I mentioned, the count that I got here, I'm a little bit unsure about. I've got 1 and 2 as my primary count, but at the same time an A wave and a B wave and a C wave over here for that. But yeah, I mean, it's quite difficult to count this here. I can look at it as 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 here, and then another and build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, building up further into this space. There's different ways you can count all of this here. Which is the correct way? I really don't know. And like I said, we'll just keep our stop under here, and the idea was just to move higher. We can look at that as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming up into here. That can be wave 3 here. We can look back for wave 4 and then look up for wave 5, but I wouldn't hold my breath about this situation, But all we can do is just keep moving the stop up. So we'll move it up to this point here. You could probably move it up to here at this stage. I want to sort of tighten it up for any long trades that you've got sitting in there. And like I said, I don't know the count. It's a little bit unclear. Let's just have a little look at the FTSE 200 while we're here, 250 rather. There we go. Okay, so what I thought about this. Look, first of all, we've got a beautiful wave. All of this is beautiful wave 3, an A and a B and a C wave here, all looking really good. I can count 5 waves down here as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, so that's all good, and I've had this in here. But then looking at this pattern here, and I'm going, well, really, that looks like it's 3 waves. Yes, it can be wave 1 and 2 and then wave 1 and 2 and then keep building to the upside. We'll see when those markets top out what it looks like, but obviously we wouldn't want to see it going really too much higher here because if it's a wave 4, then it's kind of getting too high up here. I'll just have a look on the tick chart to see where that wave 4 is. Bring in some more data. How much do we need? Okay. Yeah, so I counted it down here as 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and 3 and 4 here. So yeah, I mean, it's just not displaying nice impulse waves here. Like I said, we can go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 here, but not a very nice wave 2. So yeah, it's a little bit dodgy what's going on in this space here. I mean, I suppose I could look at it as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 as well, but then we've got overlap here. I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't, so I can count 5 waves down, so I'm just going to leave that there until proven otherwise. And of course here we need to put in our A wave and B wave and C wave in here. It's just a bit of a rough sketch in here for this, but yeah, I mean, this market is much easier in its wave structure to count than the other markets, and of course this intermediate wave 4, minor wave C, and these need to be minute degree, but I just use them to count with. So yeah, let's just see what this keeps developing like here. I mean, I can see parts of it. We can see 5 waves up here, and I can see 3 waves here with a nice little, C wave in here, and 5 waves in this little move. I mean, should it be an A wave and a B wave and a C wave here for the B wave, and then an A, B, C here for the B wave, and going up for the C wave, and then we go down but even that looks like wave 1 here, and 2 or 3, 4, 5. So it's building. I can see it building, but I can't get my teeth into it just yet with that. So yeah, and how this market's completely different from the other markets, you know. Just well, it has got some similar things in it, because the 24th of January was the low for Bitcoin. It was the low for the S&P 500, showing the 25th here, but depends on what date your computer's set on and what country you're in. So yeah, I mean, we'll just keep lifting the stop up and see how it goes. I mean, you could put the stop a bit lower here if you wanted to, below this low here, or if you wanted to protect your profit, you can just bring it up into here, because we've got group 2, we're coming, well, under that 600 here, we're going into group 2 now. So you could just pop it under here to be short, you know, to keep it nice and tight if you wanted to do that. If you've got positions in there, of course you can get it closer. Yeah. Anyway, that's that. Let's just, nothing really to report about the Euro US dollar. In that we've been looking at 5 waves to the upside. We should still be seeing further upside here as well. I don't think we even put that trade in, so I'll just take that off here. But we're looking for this as being a wave 4 here. It's a bit difficult to count this little mess in here, and you know, maybe. I mean, obviously that's the low. Maybe I need to rearrange this here, but it is corrective, so we should be looking at making a new high here to finish this off here as 5 waves up here for wave A. But like I mentioned before, the tricky thing here is that we want this to move up. And once that moves up here, we're looking for an ABC back again, but and then we'll go up again after that. And our next trade will be going from this wave B going up, but we'll try to get some trades in here. But the tricky thing here at the moment, and one of the reasons that it's behaving so choppy is because we're looking for the US dollar, which should be doing the opposite to this. We're expecting it to move in the same direction as well. So when we have a look at that, we might as well bring it in and have a bit of a look at it. We've talked about it before, this particular issue. So this is the US dollar index. So I've had 5 waves down here, and I probably could look at that as a wave 4 if it all failed, but we're looking for it to go from wave B. So we picked the low right here, and then we looked at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because we've got 5 here, that means we should get another 5 over here, but I don't have 5 up here, so it's more like an A wave here, and then an A and a B and a C for the B wave over here. So we could probably just label that. But the point I'm trying to make here is that that is heading in the same direction as the euro. So we want them both to go up into their counts, but at the same time they'll be doing the opposite. So I think it's going to be really messy, and it's because both got to move in the same direction. It's kind of like one makes a move and then the other one does the other side, and then the other 2 steps forward, you know, 1 step back, that kind of tit for tat sort of thing going on. So I don't think we should get really involved in this until it's over. But the same thing occurs as well when they both top out. We're basically expecting this to come down again as well, because we're looking at that as an A wave, a B wave and a C wave, and we'll be looking for the same over here. We want this to move up to finish off, and then we want it to move down as well. So I reckon it's just going to be like, look, all I can say is halve your position sizes and don't lose money. That's the plan, you know, because they're just sort of kind of vibrating the same, really, slightly differently. You know, this one here is coming down like this. It's sort of it's got that down look to it, while this one here has got that sort of over. It's over, like this one's going over like that, and this one here is going sort of under like that. So but we want them both to move up now, so that's going to be sort of interesting to view a little bit. So anyway, that's it. Let's see. Like I said, this is just the S&P, but with the S&P and the DAX and all that, we really want that wave 2 to come into play, and this is based off the tech stocks. So I'm pretty confident about it, and yeah, we've had some good trades in this, but we want that ABC to come in, and then we're going to build into this third leg over here. Alrighty, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.